Hello there. Welcome to the Pitney Bowes Online Demo Center. My name is Tom Howell, and I want to welcome you back to another video in our series of product launches, introductions, and education. Today we're talking about file-based processing. Why is file-based processing so important? Is because we have many individuals within our organization and outside of our organization looking over us to be sure that we are protecting the privacy of our clients' data. That's what file processing is all about. While we may be spending oodles of money in our digital world to protect our client privacy and our own confidential data, once that data is printed and put on paper, sometimes our level of standards might get lost. So I suspect if you ask your executives or operators or managers, how many times is it acceptable to put the wrong piece of paper into the wrong envelope and mail it to the wrong individual? I would guess the general response would be one time is too many. That's file-based processing, bringing the gold standards of document integrity to the intelligent inserting workflow. How does it work? Well, a software tool, be it yours or ours, will create two data files. One is for print and one is for transfer to the file-based processing PC built into our intelligent inserting system. The idea behind this is that when I put paper in my feeder, I'm going to read a 2D barcode and compare it against a digital file for validation of the inserting process. We've run a software tool, be it yours or one of the Pitney Bowes offerings, to give us our output print. All right, our software has actually printed out the entire file. You can see that I've got a cover page here. My cover page gives me the file name that will be associated to this print. As you can see, we've chosen the Pitney Bowes Reso printer for its high-speed, full-color print with no static electricity due to its cold fusion and no paper curl, making it very inserter-friendly. Let's take our print and head over to the inserter. All right, we have our print. We're going to load our paper into the inserter itself. We're going to take our cover page that actually has the file name that will link our file-based processing to our actual print material. Let's take a look at the file-based processing to see how it actually works. Okay, here we're actually in the file-based processing screen. As you can see, here's an image of our inserter. The first thing we want to do is we want to load an inserter job. The next thing we want to do is we want to open up a file. This is the file name that was on our cover page. Once I open up my cover page file, I link it. It shows me which feeders I'm using. I'm going to open up another screen here called my Run Map. Each of these gray squares actually represents a finished collation. If I look at any one of those individual squares, I can look at the data, and these are the metadata elements associated to it, and my very first mail pieces for Quentin Sherman. Next thing I want to do is I want to actually run a trial piece. Now my trial piece is what's going to give me a finished mail piece, unsealed, for my inspection. You'll see that first that square turns blue, showing that it's running through the inserter. Yellow indicates that the piece has been outsorted for my inspection. It is currently identified as bad, not yet made good. We'll come back to that in a moment. Now I'm going to run the inserter and start making mail. What we're going to notice here is that each of those gray squares are going to change color. The blue represents a barcode that has been read by the inserter and is currently in the process of being collated and stuffed. Once it passes the last sensor of the inserter, that piece has been validated, confirmed, and now that piece is turned green. As you see, the process continues. Once again, I've got X number of pieces in the inserting process. Green means it has been completed. If any of those actually turn red, that would be a misfeed on the inserter where the operator can remove those pieces, shred them, reprint them, and complete the process with the inserting system. Last thing we want is people manually trying to collate paper. Let the system do it in its completion. Now that my last piece has been completed, my first piece is only having been outsorted. What I want to do is I wish to actually validate or fix that piece. It's as simple as confirming that it's been done correct. I simply scan the 2D barcode on that document, my piece has been validated as good. Blue means I made it manually good. Green means it's system approved. The last thing I might want to do is run a report on this job. Here it will show me how many pieces were done and completed, how many were done and validated through the system, how many were outsorted for manual fix. I can see that the date it was run, the name of the file, and this is basically a job summary report on the entire process. It's that simple. Gold standard of document integrity. In closing, it's worth to mention that file-based processing generates and validates over 10 million documents a day. Tabletop Inserters with Pitney Bowes has thousands of deployments throughout the country, throughout the world. What's new is the marriage of the two, now bringing the gold standard of document integrity to lower volumes in a most cost-effective manner. Reach out to your Pitney Bowes account rep if you would like to come back and visit us here at the Online Demo Center, where we can have a one-on-one interaction talking about your application and how it can work in the world of file-based processing. Until then, have a great day and hope to see you again.
Looking back, it's hard to believe there was a time when mailing was simple. Not anymore. Fast forward a few decades, and you find today's complex mail stream filled with critical transactional pieces, all containing varying numbers of pages, which are printed together and need to be separated by page count manually. If a page from one customer's document finds its way into another customer's envelope, your company could be liable. OMR and barcodes helped automate putting pages into envelopes, but didn't provide visibility on the process or verify that it was being done correctly. That's why Pitney Bowes created the Relay Inserter series with file-based processing. Instead of relying on outdated technology, it uses an advanced reference file control system to automate mail and ensure the integrity of every job. It all starts with the Relay Hub from the Pitney Bowes Commerce Cloud. It's an innovative SaaS software application designed to maximize accuracy in the mailing process. Using your existing print streams or PDF versions of documents, Relay adds barcodes and creates a reference file for each mailing. The reference file has rich information, including customer name and address, so you can track not only what pages are being folded and inserted, but also which specific pages are intended for each customer. The reference file is sent to the inserter, while the barcoded documents go to the printer. Let's walk through a quick demo. Load the materials into the inserter. Then press Cycle to create a trial piece, and finally, Start to begin the job. As each barcode is scanned, the inserter identifies the page in the reference file. The software sends instructions to the inserter on how different pieces should be processed. Each one is tracked through the inserter and its final status is reported. The Mail Run Map gives you visibility on exactly which pages were processed, which ones are in process, and which ones are still to come. To see more information on a particular mail piece, just click on a box on the map. And if there's an error in a mail piece, like a duplicate page in the inserter, the problem is flagged so you can address it, either manually or by reprinting it automatically with the system's Touch and Toss security feature. Regardless of the compliance regulations governing your mail or customer privacy policy, you need to be able to recreate an event at a personalized document level. Pitney Bowes file-based processing gives you that control. It's just one more way the system helps ensure the continuity, verify the accuracy, and control the assembly of every piece of mail you produce. The Relay Inserter series with file-based processing from Pitney Bowes, maximizing mail integrity.